So friends, in the last video, we saw what is team empowerment, why is it so important, especially in the knowledge industry, and how and why the team empowerment unlocks the intrinsic motivation of the team members. If you still haven't watched that video, I would suggest that you watch that video first and then come to this video. Its link is available somewhere here. And in this video, we'll see how leadership can enable the team empowerment. What are the key aspects for achieving team empowerment in your team, and how you can practically empower your team. We have talked about theory. Let's think on this. What can leadership do to empower team members, or how can we achieve the team empowerment? Yeah, so here are a few key items that you can do to enable your team members and to empower them. First of all, set the boundaries. Give your team members a framework in which they can make decisions without you. For example, if you have a budget of 10,000 for innovations and automation per year, pass it on to your team members. If there are exceptions where you as a leader need to get involved, give them those guidelines and step away. Yeah, you will also need to clearly convey what their levels of control are. For example, in this case, any expenditure which goes above $3,000, they should call for a meeting and present the case. So lay out some guidelines for them. Yeah, by doing this, you have enabled your team members to act. You have given them autonomy, which is the right to act, as well as ownership, which is the right to think like an owner. By doing this, you are demonstrating the next or the second key to enablement, and that is the trust in your team members. Let's be very clear on this one aspect. No one in your team comes to work thinking that I want to mess up the budget today. Yeah, know that your team members will make mistakes. After all, we are humans, and trust them anyway. Remember that mistakes are unintentional, and be ready with your forgiveness. If a leader creates a culture where it's unsafe to make mistakes, all innovation will immediately cease. However, when you trust your team members and believe that mistakes are honest efforts which went wrong, you have created an environment where it's safe to experiment, it's safe to fail, and it's safe to try again. Next, be sure to ask compelling questions. Traditional project management methodology was all about directing the work and tasks to be done. Instead of demanding specific actions, ask your team members how they can solve the problems that they see. In this way, you are coaching your team towards independent thinking and creative problem solving. Turn your observations into questions that will propel your team members into a new solution. Finally, ask them, what else can you do to make them happier and content with their work? Yeah, teach people how to think. Don't tell them what to do. This will be empowering. In fact, there are 7 levels of empowerment or delegation which are there. Yeah, it goes by tell, sell, consult, agree, advise, inquire, and delegate. You can read more about it in the Management 3.0 Delegation Poker. You don't need to necessarily be at the 7th stage right at the start. It's not just black and white, but you can be anywhere in between, but moving in the right direction. But the question is, should we empower the team members for anything and everything? Should we give them the decision making for each and everything? That can be a disaster. Well, there are a few decisions which you should keep it with yourself, that is, you need to centralize. Okay, whereas there are rest of the other things can be decentralized. Their decision making can be given to team members. So what can be centralized, or what should we centralize? Any decision which is infrequent, which is not made very often, and usually which is not urgent. For example, any internationalization strategy. that you cannot give to your team members. You need to put your brain, you need to put your thought. You can take inputs from them, but finally it should be your decision. Second, any decision which has a long lasting effect, which once made is highly unlikely to change. For example, common technology platform, the paychecks of the team members, those things are long lasting. The third is significant economies of scale, where a lot of money is involved, where a lot of dollars are involved. For example, compensation strategy. Those are the things which you cannot decentralize. But for rest of everything, you can let the teams decide on. Anything which is frequent, which is routine, which is everyday decisions, for example, team and program backlog handling, that can be given to the team members. Something which is time critical, where high cost of delay is involved. Okay, for example, point release to the customer. If there is some bug which is found at the last moment, should we go ahead with the release with some very minor bug? You don't need approvals of the higher management for the same. The team themselves can decide, okay, this is not much critical, because they are the ones who are working day in, day out. Or the things which requires local information, where specific and local technology or customer context is required. Those things, for example, feature criteria, those things you can easily decentralize. As leaders, we must establish a work environment that serves the team members. It is not just one-day activity that you train people on Scrum, you train people on Agile methodologies, and you are done. No. You just don't go to gym 9 hours for a day in a year and then you call yourself fit. Is that so? No. Fitness is working out daily. Let it be even for 20 minutes or an hour a day, but it's a lifestyle. And similarly, servant leadership is a lifestyle. It's not a one-time activity. Finally, I would like to close the topic with a quote from Bill Gates. Bill Gates quotes it, "The value of your company walks out the door every day, every single day." And here he's talking about the employees, the associates, the team members who are working in your team. If they are not there, there is no value of your company. The importance of team empowerment cannot be emphasized more than this. Friends, if you found this video useful and would like me to make videos on any other topic, please mention in the comment section and we'll try to make a video on it in the shortest possible time. My mission is to make life easy for all the working professionals, giving them practical, ready to use tips and explaining difficult topics in a simple and easy to understand way. For the same, I would ask you to like the video so that YouTube algorithm knows that you found something valuable. Share it with your friends who will find them interesting, and most importantly, please click the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get fresh insight and perspective about each important topic without fail. You learned something important today. I wish you all the best. Keep learning and keep progressing. See you in the next.